Well, the holidays are a pretty hectic time of year, and when the shopping is all done and all the presents open, some people get the holiday blues. But it could be more serious than you think. Coming up, a local doctor joins me live to talk about the warning signs of holiday depression. First News at 4 continues in a moment. Well, the holidays can be a busy few weeks filled with anticipation, shopping, decorating, parties, and when it's all over, there can be a kind of letdown. But sometimes it's more serious. And joining me now is Dr. Gregory Jantz with the Center for Counseling and Health Resources and author of a new book, Moving Beyond Depression. Dr. Jantz, thanks so much for being with us.
Good to be with you. It's a difficult topic.
I know it is. And I'm wondering, how widespread is this problem of the holiday blues or holiday depression?
Well, you know, we're all supposed to be happy right now, and hopefully many of us are, but this is a time where people have experienced excess spending, perhaps, or excess use of alcohol, and they're at a place here in this transition week before the new year deciding, am I going to just continue this behavior? Am I isolating? Am I sleeping poorly? Is my appetite? Am I overeating? Some of those are symptoms of the depression.
So those are the ways that you should look for if to so.
Well,
I mean, because you know we're all going to get a little bummed out around the holidays if things don't go right. How do you know if it is something more serious than that?
If it doesn't go away in a week from now, that you're still struggling with this and you still can't sleep, and if you are trying to oversleep, or if you're in that point of despair where you're just feeling like, yeah, it's the new year, but there's apathy, you're not looking forward to doing anything, and if you're having a hard time just daily functioning, you know, the basics. You know, getting up in the morning, if you've stopped exercising, if exercise is something that's important to you, those would be a sign. If you're doing things that are undesirable, and stop doing the good things.
A lot of us think of depression as an emotional illness, but it can also be physical, right?
Physical as well, absolutely. There can be a chemical imbalance. Boy, this is a time for what we call SAD, seasonal affective disorder. Not enough sunlight. Some people suffer from that. So, but you know, we got to get moving. That's a lot of people with depression. They isolate from relationships, they stop moving. You know, one of the first things I say, okay, it's New Year, you need to write out some goals. That's pretty basic, but it is important. And get busy, get moving.
Let's say you do that. You jump back in the gym,
okay.
you start doing that stuff. What if that doesn't work? What if you're still feeling depressed?
Good, and great question. And maybe you still feel that way. And that's a sign that says, you know what, I need to be big enough to say I need a little help here. And I need to do something that's beyond what I'm able to do. So if you sign up for, and you're members of 2 clubs, and you're not going to either one, that's probably a problem.
Right. now, these are things that you can do when you kind of start getting those feelings of having a problem.
Yeah.
Is there any way to prepare in advance, especially at the holidays? Maybe not set your goals so high for a perfect holiday, or is there any way to avoid depression in advance?
Oh, absolutely. We can be very proactive. We need to do an attitude adjustment. This is the time of year that people's IQs go up, irritability quotient.
Yes.
You know, and they get irritable. They expect things to be a certain way. If it doesn't, they get upset. And then you start to project your unhappiness onto other people, and there can be family issues and conflict that come about. So we do need to step back and go, you know what, I'm going to be bigger than that. And remember, this is a time of the season of joy. And let's carry that joy into the new year. But we need to acknowledge that, Dan, there are some people that it is a problem, and they need to be willing to do something about it and ask for help. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the healthy people that eventually ask for help. And
the great thing is, I mean, there is so much help out there. And your family, your friends, or if you don't even want to ask, somebody's going to help you find it.
Dan, this is the best time ever to be suffering from depression because there's more options for help than ever before.
This is your 19th book.
Yes,
That's amazing. Moving Beyond Depression, Gregory Jantz, Ph.D. This would help, too, I think, if it's
a great place to start.
Yeah, great. Dr. Jantz, thank you so much for being here today.